Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys where all of the ore locations are and some best routes to take so that you guys are managing your time efficiently when playing the game. The very first ore you'll need to start off in Palia for your early set of blueprints is the copper ore. The copper ore can be found in Zone 1, basically Kilima region, and then the major spawning points or locations include the Remembrance Garden, the Mayor's Estate, and Whispering Banks. You want to stay along the big rock cliffs and you will find copper very easily as you make this routine route. It's easy to spot because it does have a orangish tint to it, and you can also find silver ore randomly from mining copper nodes. Now, as I've already mentioned here, the copper ore is really big for early game progression, but then once you start to work into like mid game and you really like unlock Bahari Bay, you're going to start to get into other tools that take bigger and better ores, and then copper kind of gets left behind in the dust. However, though, there still are some blueprints and some recipes that are at the late game that will still require some copper, so you definitely want to make sure you are mining it from time to time to just make sure you have a stock of it. Now, the second type of ore is iron ore. The iron ore can specifically be found in Zone 2, Bahari Bay region. The major spawning locations include the Pulsewater Plains and the Hideaway Bluffs. Just simply circling around these big mountain structures should allow you to find iron ore easily. It can be harder to spot as it does actually have a black tint or a black color to it, and it blends in very well with the overall environment. However, while you guys are farming these iron nodes, you will specifically sometimes actually get some golden ore, just like you do get the silver ore from the copper nodes. However, you can actually find the gold ones here for the iron nodes. Now, it's important to note that iron ore is way more important than copper ore because you're going to use iron ore a megaton. Literally, like almost your entire playthrough when it comes to Palia is going to be utilizing and consuming and farming iron ore because everything will require it. The only thing that is above iron ore is actually Palium, and Palium is super duper rare, and not only that, because of how rare it is, players literally do not like to wait for other players to farm it. When they see it, they immediately take it, so it's going to make it that much harder for you guys to find. And with that being said, that is literally late game at that point, so 100% do not be sleeping on iron ore, and you should always be grinding out iron ore any chance you get. So now diving into the third and final ore so far that's in the game, and that is the Palium ore. Obviously, as I've already mentioned here, it is super duper rare, and you can also find this here in Zone 2, aka Bahari Bay, alongside your iron ore. But again, like I said, it is super duper rare, and it's also kind of hard to find. The Palium ore can only spawn in certain locations on the map, and normally it spawns in clusters. Additionally, here, when it comes to finding these spawn locations, some of these areas can be spawning around mountain edges, but most of the time it's in underground mines, secret tunnels, and cave systems. And this is where I would like to introduce this interactive map that was actually created by some community moderators and sheps that are actually in the Palia's official Discord server. They have created this interactive map which really does a good job at showing you all the different spawn locations, not just for Palium ore, but also for iron ore and copper ore if it is something that you're interested in. I highly recommend that you bookmark this interactive map and utilize it to your reference when you are out hunting for your ores. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Just a short and sweet video talking about the 3 different ores inside of Palia and where you guys can actually find them, and not only that, farm them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Palia related. And with that being said, as always, guys, I'll see ya on the next one.